Am I overreacting for being annoyed that I was basically put through a public loyalty test?
No, because I've been set up before. So no, you are not.
As I was reading that,
it came to your mind.
That's why I was laughing.
I've literally been set like this same exact situation, y'all. Okay, so I used to be a midnight ballerina, pretty much, right? You know what's crazy? Out of that movie, what's the movie with Angela Bassett and her man left her for the white woman?
How Stella Gotta Do That?
No, that's not that one. I know about that one. That's the one with the dude.
Oh, Waiting to Exhale?
There we go. No. Is it? No, when she set the house on, set the car on fire with the cigarette.
I think that's what that is.
Oh well, between that movie, a thin line between love and hate, and what's the one with the dude from Barbershop when they stole the ATM? Not the fat one, the other one. I can't remember his name either. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Why Do Fools Fall in Love is my favorite out of all of those.
Lorenz Tate.
That's his real name. Okay.
That wasn't Lorenz Tate though. That was his brother.
What?
He has two brothers.
Wow.
And they all look exactly
that
alike.
is crazy. I never knew that man had siblings, let alone they all look like him.
Yo, welcome back to Likkle Table. I am your host, your favorite neighborhood roster.
And your favorite co-host, Tracy.
And we are here for episode number 75.
Oh.
Trying to stay live.
Trying?
That's all we can do is try.
No, we can succeed. We can try and succeed. Succeeding should definitely be the goal.
They say if you want to hear God laugh, tell him what you got planned. If it's in his cards for you to get knocked off tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is as long as you got something to do with it, with keeping yourself alive, you should succeed every time. I don't think you should just be trying.
I think a lot of people that are gone right now had that same mindset.
But that's what I'm saying though. Once they tried their best and they succeeded, or they did once they tried their best and they didn't succeed, that's where God's plan come in. Because clearly your death note was signed.
So we're here for another episode, number 75, and this one is going to be Am I the A.I.T.H episode.
Oh yeah.
It's got 3 scenarios. We're gonna break them down and see what they hitting on.
Hitting on.
Alright, so the first one says, we've been together for almost 3 years, no cheating, no drama. He says, I'm 28 and my girlfriend is 27. We've been together for almost 3 years and we live together. We've got a pretty solid relationship going on, no cheating or drama. We both got good jobs, we talk about the future, and our families get along great. As far as I was concerned, we were doing all right. The only small issue has been the whole engagement/proposal thing. I'm not against marriage. To be honest, I've been looking forward to it and had a ring picked out, but I wanted it to be a surprise, so I didn't give her a specific date. I told her it was coming though, and that I thought we were on the same page. But over the past 6 months, she started to get more and more fixated on it. At first it was just normal conversation. Then it turned into a bunch of little jokes and comments about when I'd finally put a ring on it. Lately though, it's been on her mind 24/7. Anything we disagree on gets turned into some variation on, this is why you haven't proposed yet. Last week, when I saw a text message preview on her iPad, I clicked on it. I know I shouldn't have, and saw a group chat with her friends. They're all discussing how to manipulate me into proposing. Things like giving me the cold shoulder, not putting in any effort as a partner, making me feel like I've done something wrong, no physical intimacy, and so on. They were even talking about using her birthday as a deadline and making it clear to me that there were other options on the table if I didn't come through. I'm not upset that she wants me to marry her before this. I really did want to marry her. But now I am questioning whether or not I really should spend the rest of my life with someone who might manipulate me. Anyways, I asked her straight out if she'd been trying to trick me to get me to propose to her by using all these weird tricks. And when she said yeah, she'd been trying to get some clarity and not waste any more time. Basically that I should just propose already, because if I was serious I'd have already done it. I told her I'm not proposing, especially if I'm being forced into doing it. Basically, I told her if she keeps trying to manipulate me into that, I'm basically off the proposal train. Now she's going around saying I'm punishing her for having some standard relationship needs and that I'm just dangling marriage as a way to control her because I'm not proposing fast enough. And her friends all think I'm the bad guy because I look at her private messages. Fair enough, I get it. She wants to know when we're going to get engaged. I get that 3 years is a reasonable amount of time to start feeling some anxiety about when things are going to get serious, but you can't force someone to marry you. And most importantly, it's just made me realize that our relationship has been treated like some kind of game by her. Am I the a-hole?
No. I feel like, well, not even I feel like, I don't like when girls do that. Like, I don't like when girls try to like force dudes to propose. Honestly and truly, especially black people, because in our community you don't see a lot of black people married
And married long.
and you don't see a lot of young people that been married young. And I'm talking about people that's 40 that's done been married 20 years. You get what I'm saying? People that's 40 that's done been married 10 years.
Yeah, most of them people getting divorces now.
But even then, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't see a lot of that. So for me,
that's what I'm saying. That's why you don't see it now.
Well, yeah, that, and then not even that. Somebody pointed. Well, they asked me. They was like, "How many married women are in your family?" I'm like, that I can think off the top of my head, I don't know. But women, I said my mom was married before my stepdad passed.
Pineapple donut.
My granny was married. They didn't get together, the Orthodox way, but they were married. My sister is still married, but that ain't what it is. But their point was, but you get my point. You can't name a lot of people off the top of your head, and that's pretty much what they was getting at. They're like, in our communities that it take a lot for black people to be married. So if they're black, that's gonna be the first thing. I don't like that. The first and second thing, the females forcing men or doing stuff like that to try to get them to marry them, and that being the second thing. Third thing being, what type of freaking friends would tell they homegirl to manipulate them versus like
leaving, or
not even leaving? Like, I'm pretty sure it's stuff that like she could do that's normal, but she could amp it up a little bit, like cooking and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Start cooking him more of his favorite foods, like start doing more stuff that he do. So like, yeah, he focusing on proposing to you, but in the midst of doing that, you trying to do stuff, you get what I'm saying, to show him, but also take his mind off of it, so when he get his mind back on it, all this stuff you done seem regular. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, wow, in the course of you doing this, he peeping like, okay, is she doing this because, is she doing that because, like, okay, if you cook 5 days out the week, okay, 2 of them days make it his favorite meals. You feel what I'm saying? Make one of them nights a date night that you plan and execute, stuff like that. So that's the third thing. I feel like the friend's wrong for telling her to manipulate him into marrying her. I feel like that's messed up. Then, now him going through her preview was kind of messed up. But it is also messed up that she decided to go through with the plan that her friends gave her. And you was bold enough to admit to him, like,
yeah,
you was manipulating him. Like, you feel me? And because now I'm thinking like, okay, what do you really want to marry him for now? Like, if you just want to, because now at this point it's just get married to get married. It ain't no real feeling behind it on your end, and you done turned him off from it, and not even nothing. Like, yeah, it was something that you did, but you wouldn't even have did it if you wouldn't have got this idea from your dumbass friends.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So considering you got this idea from your dumbass friends, and you admitted you got the idea from them and that you was gonna do it, it's just like, yeah, you really just want to get married. It's got to be some type of money or assets or something, because that's the type of stuff you see in movies. Like, honestly and truly.
Yeah, I don't think he was a whole either.
Yeah, because her friends, her friends sound like some bad influences.
Yeah, she ain't no better for listening to that foolishness.
Yeah, definitely. Because at that point, are you only getting married because other people marry? Are you only getting married to get something from this man? Like, yeah, you dodged the bullet, bro.
If there was an overstanding, why all of a sudden the switch to, I mean, there's no necessary, there's not a
because you got people
time
who
limit.
I was gonna say, you got people who have been together longer than that.
Nah, I could, well,
and they only a year apart in age. So
I could see if they were engaged for like 10 years.
Wait, 5 is too much
years.
for me.
That's what I'm saying. That'll be different. But I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, you dating, so he wasn't the a-hole.
No.
I also agree. We can get into the next one. It said, the title says, "My girlfriend were at a birthday party." I don't know what they're trying to say right there, but I'm gonna read the letter. He says, "My girlfriend, 23-year-old female, and I, 20-year-old male, were at a birthday party for one of her friends this weekend. There were maybe 15 people there, mostly her friends, but some mutuals. At some point, one of her single friends, who I've barely spoken to before, starts talking to me while my girlfriend is across the room. Normal conversation, nothing weird. We were literally talking about where we grew up. Out of nowhere, my girlfriend walks over and goes, 'So do you think she's pretty?' I thought she was joking, so I laughed and said, 'I mean, sure, she's objectively attractive.' Wrong answer. Apparently this was some kind of loyalty test. Later that night, I found out she had 2 of her friends beforehand to see how I would move when I'm around other girls. One of them admitted they were intentionally trying to flirt a little to see what I do. Now my girlfriend is upset because I entertained it instead of immediately shutting it down. I'm upset because I feel like I was set up in front of a room full of people. The next day, 2 of her friends text her saying I seemed a little too comfortable. Now she says she feels embarrassed because she defended me. I told her it's weird to orchestrate a social experiment on me and then poll a jury about it. She said I'm overreacting and that if I had nothing to hide, you wouldn't care. Now it feels awkward with her entire friend group, and I feel like I'm being judged based on the situation they created. Am I overreacting for being annoyed that I was basically put through a public loyalty test?"
No, because I've been set up before. So no, you are not. Like,
as I was reading that,
it came to your mind.
Oh, that's why I was laughing.
I've literally been set like this same exact situation, y'all. Okay, so I used to be a midnight ballerina, pretty much, right? And the dude I was dating at the time was working as the DJ at the club or whatever. So we start talking or whatever. We living separately. As I'm getting my apartment, he's getting pretty much a new car. We start staying together, whatever. Shortly down the line, one night, my car messed up. So we riding together. That night, 2 dudes approached me, not even wanting nothing, just random conversation. I get asked about it later. Come to find out, the nigga knew the 2 dudes that walked up to me. And they asked him who I was to him because they seen us smoking together a lot. And instead of telling him, "Oh yeah, that's my girl," You telling them, oh shit, that's my dog. I don't know what's up with her. You gotta go ask her. So no, you are not an asshole, because I feel like you play stupid games, you get stupid projects. If you're gonna set somebody up, you know for a fact that there's a 50% chance that what you think shouldn't happen is gonna happen. Because what's the purpose of a setup? Either for it to go the way you expecting it to go, or
to prove you wrong.
Or to prove you wrong. Exactly. If you wanted to be proved wrong so bad, why not just ask him? Why set him up? And then with your friends at that. Like, you couldn't pay somebody. I think it was a movie about that or something like that, where this girl paid this random girl
to
try her. Oh
activities.
Yeah, it definitely was some white girl activities. It was some white girls. I can't remember if it was a movie or not, but I definitely remember watching something like that, where pretty much this girl was using this other girl to set her boyfriend up, or whatever the case may be, and they end up catching feelings for each other for real.
Such a tragedy. Thought she had a friend.
I feel like she was wrong for doing that. And then your friend tried you, because it's one thing for your friend to ask you to do something, but he said the friend admitted to intentionally flirting, so that means you was doing a little bit more than what your friend asked you to do. Hooch.
Yep. Unless she told them to flirt.
Yeah.
Which is even more diabolical, because like, at that, if you're at the point to where you feel like you have to set up a social experiment to that nature, you might as well just leave.
That part.
Because what is it gonna do? It's a lose-lose situation. Because if they pass the test, they end up finding out about it.
You feel stupid. They feel tried.
And if they fail the test, it just proves your worries in the first place. So it's like you danged if you do, danged if you don't.
No, seriously.
Alright, last one. The title says, my sister had one of her friends for dinner last night. It sounds like a
sexual encounter.
She says, I, a 24-year-old female, have been noticing things going missing from my room lately.
Oh.
That took a turn. Quick. At first it was just a few hoodies or t-shirts, but then it moved on to my brand new makeup that I hadn't even used yet. I know how y'all get about y'all makeup.
Listen. Let's pause right there for a second. As a makeup artist, it's one thing for me to misplace something and can't find it and get mad and find it. But for it to not be used, you know somebody took it. Ass would have been beat to the pink meat.
She said, I had a feeling it was my sister, but I didn't want to start drama without proof. The thing is, I wouldn't even mind sharing if she just asked. If she likes something I have, I'm usually happy to let her borrow it or even buy her the same one if I'm feeling generous. But she's been sneaking into my room behind my back.
Principal.
The breaking point happened yesterday. My sister had one of her friends over for lunch. When I walked into the kitchen, I was shocked to see her friend wearing a specific pair of pants that I had been looking for all week. I tried to keep it cool at first. I walked up and said nicely, "Oh, I love those pants. I actually have the same exact pair." Her friend looked confused and said, "Oh, really? Maya gave these to me. She said they were hers, but they didn't fit her anymore, so she told me I could have them." I felt my blood boil. It's one thing to borrow my stuff, but it's another level of entitlement to give my property away to someone else.
I was just going to say, because it ain't like she borrowed it and then she went to her friend's house and spent the night and left them over there, and she asked her could she wear them. You borrowing from a person who borrowed. The bitch.
I completely snapped. I turned to my sister right there in front of her friend and lost it. I told her she was a thief and that she had no right to touch my things and that she needs to stop acting like my room is her personal thrift store. My sister is now acting like the victim, saying I humiliated her in front of her guests and that it was just a pair of pants. My parents are split. They think she was wrong to take my stuff, but that I was a jerk for causing a scene and making the friend uncomfortable. So, am I the a-hole for snapping at her in public, or was this a long time coming?
I think she an a-hole because the friend peaked game right then and there. Like when
By
she
her looking
walked up to her and
confused.
said, "Oh, she got the same pair," and her saying, "Well, that's interesting because Maya gave me these." You get what I'm saying? So now that person thinking, "Bitch, you told me these was yours and you done stole them from your sister. Now you got me involved in something." You get what I'm saying? So
Now,
I
what if
don't
she asked
even.
me to take the pants off right here in the kitchen?
Yeah, because I don't even feel like the friend was embarrassed or whatever the case may be. Yeah, the younger sister was embarrassed, but I feel like the fact that you set yourself up for that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because what if it was in front of family? Damn, a friend. What if it was in front of family and you fronting and stuff like that? Oh, I got these at da 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 da. You like, hold on.
I ain't been able to find them pants.
Yeah, like, yeah, nah, Lil sis wrong. Cause when Ree was a certain age, she would go in my room and take stuff, and I used to be hot, especially because I know I ain't needed it for a minute, and then when I go looking for it, she got it on to something.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your take on this whole Epstein file situation?
I feel like it's getting messy because of that list. Because yes, that list implicates they were around certain activities, but in my opinion, I feel like it's an invite list, and they were invited to his high scale parties, but that don't necessarily mean they engaged in any of the weird shit that was going on.
I feel like anybody that went to that island is guilty. You step foot on that beach, you need to be in prison.
Yeah.
They say you're not supposed to idolize people, and that's one of the reasons why. Just because they got all that money don't mean they're not regular human beings. And some human beings are messed up individuals. But I feel like you gotta be a certain level of messed up to even acquire a certain level of success or fortune.
I feel like
Like I
all
feel like
that
there's a
shit.
block on the people that will only go so far.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why it takes certain actors longer to get stars on the Walk of Fame than it does others.
Yeah, like when they talk about Angela Bassett and how she hasn't gotten an Oscar or something like that for none of the movies she's done and stuff, and they feel like it's, messed up that they keep inviting her knowing that they ain't gonna give her an award.
Yeah, she probably not gonna get one until she passed, honestly. That's when they usually give people like that their flowers. Sad to say. As soon as she gone, they gonna be playing her movies all day, every day, everywhere, for like 6 months straight.
Definitely.
My mama called me, asking me if I was good. I said, yeah, I'm swimming. Eyes low as hell.
I heard you talk about some,
She gonna
you
hang
was
up.
high.
I texted her, I was like, are you high, mother? She gonna text me and talking about I'm always high.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright, Smoky Jr.
Yeah, I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I remember the first time my mama passed me a joint, I was like, what the hell? And that's when she was still living in Daytona. And I just moved back in with her from my freshman year. Well, my fall semester of my freshman year. I lived on campus. So that spring, I moved back in. And Never known my mama to be a smoker.
Until then.
But she knew I smoked. She knew I burnt down. So I'm in them.
Oh, you were converted by then.
Oh yeah, I was knee deep in the weed.
Hey, you want to know what's crazy? I broke up with somebody because they were going to college before me. I said, bro, you a church kid. That's the first thing. You play drums at your church. You are finna get turned out. No, I'm not. Don't say that. I'm like, yes, you are. You finna go up there and drink. You finna go up there and smoke. What you mean? And you going to South Carolina for school? You definitely finna be up there with them niggas that burn that gas and smoke that. Drink that drink.
I smoked in high school,
but not
But
a
it
lot.
wasn't to the point to where I was like buying my own weed, rolling it myself. Like I smoked when I was with my homies. But when I got to Cookman, no, I ain't even gonna say when I got to Cookman. It was when I joined house arrest.
Yeah, because my senior year, I ain't gonna lie, that's when I was like starting to, like, the spring semester of my senior year was when I started coming around Cookman for real, because I had went to final dance down, and the drum major Will, he had pledged Alpha. That's how I remember it. And I was up there with AJ and Hitman, and I was watching everything from the balcony, and I was mad because I was like, I would rather be down there watching. I don't think I really like this angle, but it was still fun though. After that, I ain't really go to nothing. Then I started going to more stuff or whatever the case may be, but like I was drinking a lot. So when I started hanging with Lynn and stuff, and even when me and Lynn was by herself or whatever, like she was not with that drinking mess. Please roll up.
I hated alcohol.
Yeah, that's when I started smoking a lot. Was like towards the end of the spring semester of high school because of Lynn. Like I was smoking. At that point, yeah, I was buying my own weed, rolling it up, but I was smoking out of Dutchess because I didn't know how to roll papers or leaves, and I started hanging around Lynn. I started smoking out of leaves, backwoods and stuff.
See, that's when I originally started smoking in high school. It was swishers and stuff because that's what was around at the time. But then when I started rolling myself, it was Dutchess. And then from Dutchess, it went to, I was experimenting. I was smoking White Owls, all kind of stuff. That's how I know personally.
Cat smoke games.
How they fit games. Definitely was smoking those too. That's how I know for a fact what I do and don't like. Because I've tried all kinds of rap. Went from smoking those to smoking like top papers. And then from top papers and stuff like that, like tops and zigzags.
You burn literally like paper.
Yeah, I was tripping. I was definitely tripping. That was a phase.
I remember Honcho got them one time, and I told him I had them like this.
I wouldn't care if they was the last pack of papers on the shelf.
I asked him. I said, Honcho, what are we smoking out of? Paper, sissy? No, Honcho, no, brother.
Newspaper.
What kind of paper?
Notebook paper.
Oh, these. I grabbed them. I looked at them. I said, if you ever, in your black ass life,
and then
smoke with me and you got these.
You know, zigzags and tops, they short, so I used to like have to make two, like join two together, and then the middle was thick as hell. Yeah, I was tripping. But then from then it went on to Leafs.
I done got tired. I don't want to go nowhere. But I gotta go. I done made that stuff.
Started smoking Leafs, and then like backwoods and stuff like that. And then I started smoking raw papers. And once I started smoking raw papers, I wasn't rolling Leafs no more. I would just use them as like strips. And then I got to the point to where I would burn the grab up and crush it on my own.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's because I remember I went to a kickback at Drew House, and it was only a few people there. Keith was there. I think that was his name. Keith. Yeah. Glasses and kind of weird. Wrapped. Stayed in that first bedroom by the door at Drew Oak apartment.
I only been to Drew House probably like Well, inside
this
of
was
Drew's house,
before.
like
This was
2 times.
before Otto became his roommate or whatever.
See, that was the only roommate I ever knew of.
Okay, well before Otto, it was this dude named like Keith or something like that. Him and Kevin were real cool or whatever. He was supposed to be Bryson Goddaddy, I think. And I remember one time Kevin was here and Keith was around and he was holding Bryson and Kevin walked up and went to grab Bryson and Bryson was like, yeah, like, cause nigga, who are you? Yeah, it was funny, but it wasn't funny at the same time. But yeah, I went over there for a kickback, and Drew was like, I was standing at the counter. Daisha was inside the kitchen. Well, pretty much how we sitting right now was how we was at the counter, but the counter was like running like this, and Drew was like right. So it was somebody, Drew was over here or whatever, there was a few people moving around, and I went to roll up, and Drew and Daisha seen it. Well, yeah, they seen it before Drew had walked past. They was like, what the fuck is that? What are you finna roll up in? I was like, a leaf? Nah, we don't smoke like that. We smoke papers and gravel. I'm like, the fuck is that? Like,
you
they
know what's so
threw
funny?
It at me.
Every time I hear a story about checking somebody about how they smoke, I just feel like Daisha. I brought you into this smoking world. Like,
you could take her out too if you wanted to.
I could. And like, I felt like because of who I was, she felt like she could move a certain way.
She felt like she was trained by the best. But yeah, and they gave me papers and I was like, y'all don't know how to roll that. And they was like, well, we finna teach you. And Daisha was like, it's a few ways you can do it. People do it differently. Some people just rip a strip of gravel, put it in there, break up the weed, put it in there. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. She was like, some people burn it up and crush it.
See,
but if this your first time smoking gravel,
is like it burns weird.
Yeah.
And it canoes.
Mm-hmm. She said that too. She was like, now the only thing is with the burnt gravel, when we crush it up, she was like, if this your first time smoking gravel, I wouldn't recommend it because sometimes it can be harsh
if you put too much.
Right. And then she was like,
usually people put too much their first time because they don't know what the hell they
That's exactly what she said. And then she was like, or you could just do the strip method and you just pretty much put it in there and you put the weed on it and you roll it like you would roll it backward or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's what I did. And that's
papers
how I started smoking
like
papers.
Backwards, though. You lick a paper too many times, it's gonna rip. Excuse me.
Blunt was losing.
I know y'all checked the audio improvement too. New mics.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Adjustments. But yeah, from the strip method to the crush gravel method with the raws, it went to element papers. Well, no, it went to Bob's. And then I started using filters.
That's when I met you. Yep.
And once I started using filters, that's when stuff started getting sticky. Pause. I started getting like that with the rolling. And then I discovered element papers, and I'm gonna give them his props. It was because I was watching a live stream of Young Deji on Instagram years ago. And he was using element papers, and he was pretty much describing what they was as far as like them being rice papers, how thin they were, how good they smoke and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that they're thin and they don't rip like Bob's and they don't burn. I feel like they got the consistency of raws, but obviously they're made from two different types of things, so they're gonna feel different.
They're made by the same company. Wow. Or the same person.
Oh, okay. So those are pretty much Raw's big cousin.
Yeah, I think, well, Raws are older than Elements, but Elements was, I mean, I guess it depends on where you at,
you are. Because everybody smoke differently. Like where Chubb's at, they smoke backwoods real heavy and they be into them flavored backwoods. Chubb's done posted all types of crazy backwoods on his story.
See, I had a phase like that. I had the honey bourbon and
I had them banana
dark rush and all that Russian cream backwoods, all that foolishness.
You gonna go with me? You gonna go with me?
To the half?
I gotta go out of make this stuff. I gotta sell at least 10 of something.
Sure, because if I don't, Denise gonna have a dang fit.
Heart attack. And Akivi already out there,
You
so
going
I
by
know I ain't
yourself?
gonna be able to find him. And I'll be meeting somebody to.
But yeah, from the Bobbies and when I started switched to the Elements and changed my method of rolling. Like I pretty much broke it down to a science. It's always the same every time.
Yeah,
And
see, I think my problem is I switched. Like, I don't think I really, honestly, until you started smoking with the Elements, I don't think I've really found stuff that I like. But for some odd reason, I'd be too lazy to go way across town to get them. Honestly and truly.
And that's why most people would call me a bougie smoker, because I'm gonna go that extra mile to smoke how I want to smoke.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna
Because
smoke.
I'm not gonna lie, every time I smoke a raw, I cough more than I do when I smoke these. But yeah, like when I was rolling with Leafs, like I definitely was pearling shit. Like when we did the P5 crossing or whatever the case may be, my line name was Frustrated Fury. Then we had a crossing and Peasy was there. And everybody was talking about how Peasy rolled the best backwards, this is that and the third. I was like, y'all got me
definitely did have that crowd.
No, he did. I said, y'all got me messed up. I'm rolling anything come my way. Try me. Peasy was like, oh no, let me handle this.
He had that crown until D's brother's baby mama, or old lady. When I say that girl that will pearl a backwood with a glass filter in it.
Oh yeah, she liked that then.
My God.
Cause I always wondered, like my Uncle Tori who just left, he pulled up on me when 2021 when he was dating this Jamaican chick, just when my bed was elevated.
He pulled up. Me about that.
He had a glass filter and it was one of them trippy blunts with this. I was so high.
Had a glass filter phase.
You did. You definitely did.
I had a whole little couple.
I remember when you used to sell them. You sold a few of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember that because
I kept some of them from out of the little dank woods.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a fan of those. I mean, it was cool to look at, but they ain't really smoke for real.
Yeah, and then the glass get hot.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about them. Yeah, it's funny too, cause it be funny to me when people be asking you to roll their blunts, and it's funny that you won't teach nobody how to roll, how you roll. But I watched you, and like it's not perfect like yours. They may not be as big as yours.
I don't teach people because.
Would be.
And I know it might sound a little selfish, but nobody taught me. Like, well, I'm not gonna say nobody taught me. I low key, what I did was took different rolling methods from different people.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, Young Deji, Snoop Dogg, Currency, and I pretty much just combined it into my own thing.
I think, well, yeah, I did that, but I took what people said, left and right-handed people. Like, for some reason, when I roll, I start in the middle if I don't catch myself, and I'm right-handed. And I noticed that, like, if I roll from right to left, sometimes the end of my blunt on the right don't be how I want it to be. Mm-hmm. And I've even switched rolling from left to right. I don't like it.
That was a problem for me when I first started rolling papers without filters. Cause like, it just looked like a little stick. Yeah. Element papers, raw perforated filters, hot grabber chips. Definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I don't like Dark Crush.
Yeah, they a little too harsh.
A little. Remember when you used to smoke Monto Leaf?
That was a phase too. Well, that was within the paper and strip phase. And then I started crushing it up inside when I stopped using graphic.
That's when you used to go to Tobacco Exotica for everything.
Frontal leaf was hard to find, like really hard to find, until people started smoking it around here, and then the shop started buying it. But by that time, I had stopped smoking it.
Ooh, excuse me.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. That was another episode of Likkle Table number 75. Boy, we appreciate all the viewers, listeners, supporters. If you're watching the video on YouTube and like what you saw, make sure you drop the like for us, please. Post your comments. Anything will be addressed in later episodes.
Click.
Share the video with your loved ones.
Click.
And subscribe to the channel for us, please. We are at 13 subs now, bro. We're rocking and rolling.
On the new channel.
Right, on the new channel. Because I had a good amount on the last one. But everything has been appreciative and everything will be in the future. For all of our listeners and subscribers on any of the other streaming services, an example, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, so on and so forth. Make sure y'all drop ratings and comments for us so we can know what y'all thought as well. And this is your host, your favorite neighborhood roster.
Your favorite co-host, Tracy.
With the new microphones, and we up out of here. Peace and blessings.
Click.
There's a strain that I got today that we haven't tried yet. It's called Indica Princess.
Oh yeah, roll that up.
It's 31.3% THC.
Yeah, roll her up. That I can smell that already. I ain't gonna lie. When the fan just turned this way, I just smelled all of that. That's good weed. That's good reason. When I went to go get my food from Sage, I didn't tell him I was coming this time, and I popped up and he was like, hey, first of all, the food is an appetizer. This man gave me like 20 pieces of griot in a dang plate. Was on the toilet afterwards, but that's only because I ain't been eating pork like that. But it was worth it because it was good, and the pickles was spicy but tolerable. I was so happy because the last pickles I had, I could not eat it. Like it was like hot. Yeah, like unbearable.
I'm so used to looking at the dang table to see if the microphone is still on. And every time I look up there and it ain't there, I go to freaking out.
They're supposed to be bringing back culinary too.
What you mean?
We don't have culinary no more. Like,
did they ever?
I think we did. Because Cookman got a few kitchens on campus. A few on.
I always just thought that was for events and stuff.
I mean, yeah, most definitely. But when Denise was going there, she said they had it. And
well, hell, that was back when they were
right. I was just gonna say
Cookman College.
Right, and I was gonna say I think they had it when I was younger.
Yeah, I don't remember having a culinary program while I was there.
Yeah, most definitely. It was gone by then. Because when I got there, it wasn't there. Y'all, I did a dip set. I like it, but I don't like it. It's cool for the time being. Let me see how far my nails will grow out.
When you said dip set, I automatically thought of Jim Jones. I don't know if that makes me childish or not.
No. I've come across a few videos about like people's reactions and like what they think about when they hear certain things, and it has to do with like frequencies and a certain hormone that deals with like happiness and stuff. When you think about something else from something that somebody said, or like if somebody say a word and you start singing, for example.
So you're trying to say the rap group Dipset makes me happy?
No. What I'm saying
I don't even listen to them.
What I'm saying is that there was something about that was funny, made you laugh, obviously, or something.
Because of all the stuff I've been seeing lately about Jim Jones going at it with Cameron and Mace.